Hey everyone, Valerie from the Protego Foundation here, and today we're going to be opening 3 Accio boxes. So since we have so much to go through today, it's going to be a little bit of a different format, and I'm going to try and make sure this video isn't too terribly long. So we'll do one at a time, and in case you haven't read the description for the video, I'm not going to tell you what subject each one is. We're just going to go through it and maybe you can guess as we go along. And then after each one, we'll look at the items in a little more detail. Also, stick around for the end of the video where we're going to talk about Accio's announcement. And before we get started with the boxes, I kind of just wanted to remind everyone how awesome Accio Box is, and they use mostly recyclable and compostable materials. You can see the box is made out of just cardboard, and on the inside they use these little paper things which you could recycle or you could reuse. Honestly, I like to use them when I'm sending gifts. I just keep it all in one of these boxes and use it for gifts for people. So we at the Protego Foundation, of course, love the Accio box. Their slogan is the magical world's only vegan and cruelty-free indie subscription box. So definitely check them out. Just go to acciobox.com. Okay, so in this first box, it's the January box. It's called A Trip to the Village. So if you couldn't guess, it is kind of Hogsmeade themed. It has a few different things from different locations. The Rosmerta's shirt I think is really cute. I really love the design of that. The joke shop key, a replica key, but you could probably figure out maybe how to make it a keychain as well. It's really large. It's pretty cool. And then something that definitely stood out, we have the frog spawn soap, which initially doesn't sound very vegan, but of course on the back it says does not contain tadpoles. It's meant to be kind of like a joke from Zonko's, like a prank. So no problem with that. And of course all of the ingredients are vegan. The floss, that's kind of clever. Tooth flossing string mints, and you can actually use it as floss. So it is charcoal, which is supposed to be good for your teeth. So definitely interested in trying that. The permission slip is really nice. I like how it's embossed in the gold. It's something you could hang up if you wanted to, or put in a scrapbook. I love to scrapbook, so that's probably what I would do with it. And then the Hogsmeade themed canvas bag, which is great for the environment. You can take it to Hogsmeade or to the grocery store, wherever you're gonna go, and just carry all your groceries in there so that you're not using plastic or even the paper bags, because the less we can use, the better. Okay, so this was the February 2022 Accio box. It's called the Love Box. If you can't tell, everything is kind of themed similarly. It's all pink, which I quite like. And so we have the Madame Puttyfoot staff shirt, which has been going along with the theme that they've been doing with the staff shirts, and I love that. I also love the big design on the back. It's great. I like the color too. The pin, I think, is really well done. I love how the back of the pin is like a business card, but it's themed, and it's just really a really nice touch. And before, I don't think I opened it. I just realized you can open the pin. And it's got a bunch of little like candies and like a chocolate box, actually. So here that is. So that makes that even better than it was. I'm a big fan of this. And then we have this candle, which I didn't get to smell earlier, so let's see. I'm not really good at like identifying scents. But it's kind of floral. I feel like it's what Madame Puttyfoot's would smell like. It doesn't smell like, if it's trying to be, it says love potion on it. So if it's trying to be amortentia, then, you know, obviously they can't figure out what everyone's scent would be. This isn't exactly what mine would be, but it still smells very nice. And then this little 1-1 lip balm. It's very small, but I like it. They fit a lot of information on this little thing. It says it's 100% biodegradable, so that's amazing. Love that. And vegan and cruelty-free, of course. And then I also really, really love these cards. I would love, honestly, if every box had a set of different cards. They're so nice, and I mean, they're blank inside, but that's totally fine. I love the design. You're a wonderful human being. Like, I would definitely send this to all of my friends. So I think this is my favorite item of this box. this box was a doozy. It was very heavy to start off with. I don't know how they fit everything in there, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it all back in. I think it's one of the best themed boxes that I've seen. Everything is really useful. It really goes along with the theme. The Night box is what this one is called. There's a toothbrush. Love it, and a little toothbrush holder. That's useful. I mean, we have this mug, and it has a little mixing thing in there. That's really cool. And then this is a hot water bottle, which I can't say I've ever used personally, but it's really cute. It's purple. It's got the night bus on it, and I guess if you're cold, that'll come in handy for you. And we've got this pillowcase, which I actually think I have the perfect pillow to try this on. Let's try it on this one, which, by the way, you can buy in our shop. They're very cozy and nice. All right, it was a little bit of a struggle, but that pillow was the perfect size. So definitely, this is the 8x8 pillow, I believe. So if you get the smallest size in our store, you could have it be a Protego pillow sometimes, and then you could have it a Loomis and a Knox pillow at other times if you want to change it up. So it's really great. And then this very large blanket, which you might not have been able to see too well earlier. It says, "I read magical books past my bedtime." And it's got a big book on the bottom. It has the Ford Anglia on the top. Let's see. There's a dragon. There's a key. There's a snitch. And there's a quill feather and some clouds. So I couldn't even see that before. So lots of nice little details on there. And yeah, so everything that you could possibly need for your trip on the night bus. Okay, and now for Accio's announcement, which you may have heard already. It says, "Important news. Hi friend, we're sure you've heard the big announcement already, but in case you've missed it, we'll be switching to a quarterly box starting in June. Every 3 months, you'll be getting a bigger Accio box with more items in each box, items of greater variety, and even higher quality than you're used to expecting from us. We're thrilled to have the opportunity to expand our creative abilities and find a greater variety of the incredible art inspired by our favorite book series. It will also provide us with more durability and flexibility, ensuring that our boxes are far less likely to meet delays due to items arriving to our fulfillment center behind schedule." So then it goes on to kind of talk about the pricing, and they're having an exclusive pre-sale. So definitely check that out. Go to their website. This news was a little bit surprising, but not really when you think about it. So they have had a couple of issues with their timing in the past, but only really once that I've noticed, and it's not a big deal. But this way they'll be able to have more time to find great items. There could be, I mean, they've been going on for a long time now, so it might be harder for them to find items. And it sounds like this way you're going to get more all at once. Everything's going to be higher quality, so I'm really excited to see what they come up with. And so that's going to be starting in June. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this mega unboxing of 3 boxes. Let us know what your favorite items were in the comments, and check us out at protegofoundation.org if you haven't already. So thanks for watching, and Protego Maxima.